Hello everybody, Soren here, and a little nuts, but I'm messing with Final Fantasy XIV Online. I've had a lot of people ask me why I enjoy this game, and I'm like, okay, let's show 'em. I know it's not the... I know it has a bad record with streaming, mainly with people trying to get a good bit rate, so it's going to be what it is. I'm trying to figure out what race I want to do, gender. Oh, something just hiccuped. Oh, gamepad's not staying synced to the Bluetooth. Weird. No, I have one of them that I play on regularly. Don't really like the Rogans. I don't have any Mikote. The guys are cool, but honestly, you can see usually a lot more what you can do with a female character. And the fact that I have one of them running around as my main, I'll mess with the Mikote instead. But we've got the light and the dark type. It's not letting me really zoom in. Basically, light has the slitted eyes. The moon has the more round eyes. And I usually go for the slitted, so I'll go for the rounded up. Oops, I didn't click. Back up. Problem about doing the commentary. Let's see here. "60 inches is 5 foot, so 5'4". Damn! Even tall, she's tiny. How small is small? 4'11". Why not? Thing is, even maxed out, the chest on this race isn't terrible, and I know some of the armors override it. Something a lot of people complain about. I don't know what I want to do for skin tone. I could work with something like that, actually. That'd be cute. There's the tail shape, which... one of the hardest choices, always. What the red in the upper right means on those is showing that it's, will show an alternate color. It'll match the hair colors. That's the best way to explain it. And generally speaking, you can go short tail, long tail. I like the long tail usually, depending what I'm doing. This is where it gets hard. Because I gotta go... This is where I disagree, actually, a little bit. I like building up the face, then going for the hair. So time for me to go to the mouse for a minute. So I choose my face. Actually... I think that one this time. Because of that, I'll work with the jaw. So I'll zoom in a little further. You can see how it works a little differently. It's not the style jawline I usually do, which is why I'm like, okay. I'm thinking type 3 or 6. That one will work. I personally like the larger iris versus the small. Again, it's preference. There's nothing right or wrong about it. Let's see here. Let's see what I can get away with. Actually, that's kind of cool. You can do the idea of the odd eye thing. I do it a lot, but it's not necessary. I'll work on eyebrows after I do hair. Nose. That kind of works. No. I think it'll be one. That kind of makes it look like a natural accent to me. I kind of like that. I'm usually subtle with my makeup stuff. What it's doing is it's those clasps there on the inside of the ear. It's a little detail. I'm not too worried about it. You can adjust the clasp color, which is where some people have fun with it. But now that I'm done with, well, there's the last little bit of facial features. There's a little dot thing you put in the forehead, which a lot of people do not always do. There's the little bit of scarring you can do. You can give a little mole. For this one, I'm not too worried about it. There's the makeup options you can set up. Honestly, that, if I can get it right with the freckles, may work. Yeah, you have the option of reversing, like if I was doing that one, it'd reverse what colors doing that. But I want to see if I can. That works. I want it somewhat visible. Kind of a random thing again, but time to get back to hair. I know I skipped a lot, I bounced around. Now I can go back to my gamepad. Show this a little more. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go. That kind of works. I'll pin that as an option. I don't think I have anybody watching right now, but that's okay. This is one of the original styles, but I've always liked it. It's weird. So I can live with that. Nah, she don't. That kind of works too, though. So does that, I'm sure. Different style, different designs of the clasps on the hair. The headbands. With and without bangs. Honestly, that is a consideration. Nah. That does work. I wasn't thinking as long a hair. That technically would work for what I'm seeing. No problem, Jay. I'm just messing with character creation. That could be cute. No. I've seen some people do dreads and have it look good, but most of the time, I don't like how it turns out. That kind of works too, so. This is actually one of the hardest parts in the whole game, is to figure out what look you want. Yeah. Some of the bad jokes with the hairstyles. That could work too. Maybe. Makes it so hard. So many choices. But what I've done is I chose all of them that I found favorable. Now I have all of them I can just scroll through and decide. Well, it's got a fair amount of customization. It's not as much faces, but you can like adjust the jaw, the nose, the lips a little bit. Gotta remember, this started PS3 era. because of the wildness, I think I'm going to go with that. Now the hard part. Ooh, that's not an option set I was thinking of, but with the hair color I chose. Nah, it doesn't really give a good fade. That would work for now, though. That or maybe flip the colors between, do the blue range and the primary. Ooh, I like that. But I did all the, like I said, there's the different, I'm just going to show Jay quick since he's in. There's the different face options. I clicked out of it to do those options, so this is all selected the way I want. Trying to make her kind of cute, but not totally outrageous. Yeah. Bad joke, I gave her freckles. But I like how that looks with that. That almost works. That kind of works. Yeah, I think that'll work. Alright. This is the other thing I like is you can save your appearance data that you've done. So if you decide you want to restart the character or something for some reason, you can comment in that. Now set this character's birthday equivalent of today. Let's see here. Knowledge, just symbolism of why I'm doing the stream. I will switch it to class attire. I usually play DPS or healer, so I'm going to go a little out of my element with this character. I just got to decide if I want to go Marauder or Gladiator for the start. Which, this is the Paladin form they're showing here, and the Warrior form. I think I'll go Gladiator this time. Again, I don't like tanking as a rule, but it's my preference. No, I'm gonna keep myself on my usual world. I am on Excalibur in Primal. Now to figure out a name for this character. Or I can... If I don't like what I see, I'll end up typing something in. Yeah, I'm gonna be typing something in. No problem, Jay. You take care, bud. I'm having fun with the naming. And yes, let's begin. Okay, that's a good voice. It's adorable. And it does not look like what you'd expect for a tank. Which works for me. For the fun factor. This is the downside of it being an MMO. It will take more time. I'm having to keep an eye, make sure I'm not streaming too high a bandwidth and screw myself up. I think we'll be fine. Now make sure I don't do my bad habit of normally skipping cinematics either. I don't know if I'll run through all the content with this. It depends how popular this gets. After all, there's currently 3 expansions for this game. And depending which city-state you start in affects some of your starting prologue. So if I chose Warrior, it would have been different than what this is going to be. Same if I chose Lancer, which is a melee DPS, but it wears comparable armor.
Yeah.
She looks a little scruff, but it's kind of cute. I think she turned out cute enough. That's one of my big things. I like having a cute character. Actually, it looks like the stream footage isn't looking too bad.
Feel. Think.
And again, this shows how dated this cinematic is with the armor appearance. Because as the newer stuff come out, that was PS4 era, it looked a lot better for armor and appearances. They never updated the old cinematics, which is kind of frustrating. But again, it's not bad. Because you kind of see the evolution of the graphics too. But it depends on your personality. If you like seeing how it improved, online games have improved over time, this is a good one for it. Hey, you. No, I don't want to skip it. You alright, lass? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the ether, I reckon. You get used to it, though, don't worry. That's what's frustrating. Some of the cinematics have voiceover, some don't. And it's hard to remember which ones do or don't. Feels like this one should, but... You there, halt! Again, even now, those chocobos with the old rendering look great. What's all this about? Inspection. Men, search the carriage. I'm just going to point something out as they're inspecting. You can watch the character just on his peddler, friend. Don't be disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue unless I cut it out. It's the sign of corruption. You can see him pull the bag from his belt. So yeah, it's bullshit. He's not committing crime. He's not bringing in contraband. They planted contraband. It's called greed and corruption. Honest peddler. Was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? Somnus is supposed to be basically a sleep herb that could put you into an eternal slumber, basically kill you. Yeah, trying to tell you 4 to 5. Yeah, business as usual. Kind of depressing part. This is not my favorite view for your character, because one of them actually has the character reaching out like look out when the arrow's coming at. Because it's always, well, arrow on Britannia as well. It's a big ship attack on the third nation, but that's supposed to be the naval. So knows, consider this a warning now. Go, all of you. Goes into, yes, corruption, but not totally screwed up. Thing is, there's new games that look worse than this. Phew, the excitement, it ain't good for the heart. On the contrary. You be careful around those breastplates, lass. Best to have a shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits, only they are only less honest. That's pretty harsh if you think about it. Thank gods for sending me some beastmen at the rescue, eh? Yeah, you see, we got a long ride ahead. Mind keeping me company until we arrive? Them youngins just don't care much for conversation, see? Brent's the name and peddling's me trade. Judged by your unusual garments, I'd heard you one of them new adventurers. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now, that's what I call living. As long as you can avoid dying, I mean, ain't no secret adventurers risky business, especially these days. But what was that first attracted you to it? That's the thing, this is a hard thing, because you actually get a different ring from them, depending what you choose. But to win glory, gain power, amass a fortune, there's still noble goals that could go with those. Or to silence. I'm going to go gain power this time. Power, as in power to do good, like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that. I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventures do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You've never been sure a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. When you arrive in town, you best enroll at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join the guild, neither. If I was home to a few, so if you had to learn to fight with a sword, your fists, or even spells, you'd think about taking one out. Just remember, though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's fact. It's true. By the way, this your first trip to Uda? One of the few times I'm going to say no. Oh, shoot, I misclicked. I meant to say yes. Shit. Oh, well. Basically, it gives you some background about things. Still might be this. Certain the internet has a few new things to teach you about your destination. Utah is ruled by the Satana in name, but as most folks know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and the Montress cronies would have to get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen once she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists. And the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have fought long fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other and showing no sign of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that's the Amaja, couldn't care less about down politics. They have their own interests, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers, greed and profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. It's true, war does make money, but it's the deaths that go with it. At long last. Behold it all, jewel of Denelon, where folk turn sand into gold. If only. Sorry for random noise, I'm grabbing some jelly beans.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises, a solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance, her name, Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the seventh umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
Yeah, no pressure. This is where we part ways, lass. I'm off to market giving me wares, and that's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, but thanks for putting up with me prattle. You didn't tell me your name, though, but here's an idea. Come to storied personage I can brag about having man, I'll consider a square. I think in storyline, if you get that far, you more than make that.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Now, the dangerous part is we have 3 accounts in the household. I'm doing this on actually the one that's ran the longest, so I have the most veteran rewards on it, which means I have a lot of nonsense I can pull out, which is always dangerous. Because alternate outfits, which I'll throw them on her so people can see once I get that far. I wish they had the Quaid sound effect there just because. It's little things. You adventurer over here. Hey, I mean you. First off the carriage by any chance? How can I tell? Heh. My name's Wyman, and business knowing every bugger else. No then, what if I'd offer you some valuable advice on the way to welcome to our fair city, free of charge even, just this once like. Feels like a scam, don't it? Yep. Welcome to I am going to be going gamepad with this. And I'll be fixing some other stuff momentarily. No, I don't need that up. I do need to enlarge this a bit. Looks like I need to change a lot of settings for this character personally. System config. Yeah, it's running the base resolution for that part. Apply. Yeah, that'll be a fair size. It's running 60 frames, that's fine. I'm just double checking my settings. Hi laptop? No. This gear can handle it all. And then some with this game. There is one thing I'm going to do that's a personal preference with gamepad, which most people don't even know about. Come down here, gamepad, go to custom, expand controls. This is where my preference comes in. I like being able to do something. It won't be obvious right away. It won't get a lot of use for a little while. But what this allows, no, I want to apply, is using the triggers on the gamepad trigger the access to these. But if I do left and hit right while holding it, it brings me to another one, and same if I do the reverse. Just a nice little convenience. I'm not worried about showing you guys these accepting quest things. These are so numerous it takes forever. So many games are saying on that. Playing to anyone I don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off to the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged and worse. Well, don't want that on my conscience. It's just true. So before you do anything else, head over to Quicksand and speak to Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Just take those steps over yonder and past those double doors. You'll find her inside. That's as much as you get in for free. Good luck, adventure and adventurer. Speaking faster than I'm reading. Yep. Again, pretty standard stuff on most MMOs and games. I can't sprint at this point. That's kind of bogus. I hope she has dialogue at this point. Her voice is adorable. I love Momodi. Why, hello there. Who might you be? Damn it. If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you come to the right place. Named Momodi, I own this fine establishment if it pleases you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here, no doubt, so you might say that I'm looking for green adventures like yourself is my vocation. I'm lucky for you, that is. Without someone like me to your right, you'd find yourself in the middle of nowhere caught up in a business you don't understand. Truly. Spring on the stairs is dangerous, but it speeds it up. Like conflict in Maja, for example. They've been plaguing the Sotnet for forever now. Then there's Garlean Empire, none they say for sure when they're upon these days, only that they are. And people drink, be merry, and on these daughters worry, lingling a feeling of loss. No wonder, it's scarce 5 years since the lesser moon cracked open like a giant egg, was an abomination in town, turned the realm into an eighth hell. If you look at the Realm Reborn trailer, you'll see what it's talking about. It's a terrifying cinematic, if you know anything about Final Fantasy. So much was lost in the blink of an eye, it was like the blink of the end of the world had come at last. But things began to get foggy. Everyone has their own vision of what happened next, but some of them, 2 or 3, you think somebody would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. The one thing that survivors agree on is the part played by abandoned adventurers laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought violently like so many others. They never returned. Deeds worth remembering. Sure you agree, it's a shame that our recollection of those grave heroes are just jumbled as those of the calamity itself. It is, Lee, in the truth. It is still the prologue in any sense. Whenever they try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun permanently silhouetted. That sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. Bloody infuriating. But we can't remember them. We'll not let them be forgotten, so we call them the Warriors of Light. Oh, this is just one of the 3 nations you can start in. The other... Honestly, it's a tear on which one's prettier, because this is Uda, this is the desert. There's Limsa Limosa, which is the seaside, and then there's Gridania, which is the forest. And they'll be forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve, and why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. Alright, these lend a helping hand and leave Uda in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, we'll be happy to let you join the guild. Thing is, Lee, you have this game. You played it just a little bit. You never really got into it. Count on your help. Put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Uda means more business for the quicksand, too. Gridania is pretty and in the long, pretty quick in storyline. By level 20, you're traveling between the kingdoms, so... Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name on the register, neat as you can. There's beastmen monsters, but they're not proper cannibals. And I know you're making a reference to the game The Forest. Spectre Shardborn, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue. Like it kinda does. Alright, Miss Shardborn, on behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, we must well be my witness for you. I'll bring you your money. Indeed, it is said that even a merciful God might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a 4th chance to offend you to attend to this scum. No, please, mercy. Man, sorry sight, not a uncommon one if I'm honest. Don't worry though. You work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you need a bit of advice for one thing or another, pay me a visit. Don't bother me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing a lady muse on her many manhoods of her acquaintance from time to time. Anyway, welcome to it, Spectre. You could make a new character. You'd be able to start from the old character if you wanted to. I just make sure to let you know which server is set to be on so you can join me. You can delete your old characters if you want to. You can't just reset the same character. I doubt you have creation data, but character creation isn't that hard in this game. Only problem is this is one of those monthly fee games. But as long as you're playing it with people you enjoy it with, it's not bad. Yeah, I'm not really reading as much as I should, but yeah, I go to Aetherite Plaza, basically saying go click this, that, and everything else to get stuff started. I'm almost done with the starting BS. I believe there is, I just don't remember how much it is off the top of my head. But again, if you're not going to play it for the full year, it may not be worth it to you for the year. Of course, and honestly, I should probably consider investing in something like that with as much as I've been playing. But yeah, I'm not going to read through the tutorial stuff in stream. There's no point. That stuff. No, I'm actually kind of in the game. Honestly, I could pull it up to see how much it is. Just curiosity quick. Making me wonder. Which means the stream's stalling for a minute, but I promise it'll be going again. No, it's not really showing me that info right now, so. Oh, if I can get pop up on here. There, I can find it. Well, they have 3 month and 6 month. Is what they have set up. And you save a little bit on each one, so it's not terrible. Obviously, the longer, the cheaper it is. What those are for is the fast travel within the city. No, I'm not gonna leave that stuff running. Now I can start sprinting a little bit. I'm not going to be hitting as many side missions as I normally would because I know you out-level it so quick. No, on the tutorial stuff I'm skipping, I'm trying to leave storyline. I know you understand that. Not like I'm trying to do tutorial, I'm trying to show people. And now I'm going to have a little conversation. Hail adventure might be coming and behest abyss mobility of the quicksand. Excellent. This brings us matter to attunement fee. That'll be 100,000 gil, if you please, madam. Apologies, rose it up to me make that jest. On your face, that was absolutely priceless, but the fact that you were so evilly deceived suggests that you are familiar with those of Aetherites. Use of Aetherites. Allow me to explain. Crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perhaps you heard of the return teleport. Well, these transportation spells make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. Given that there's an Aetherite in almost every corner of Erosa, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will seek to attune themselves to each and every one. Though you have no intention of wandering beyond Sotnet's borders, be prudent for you to attune yourself to any Aetherites you encounter from now on. Pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites, I'd be happy to answer all your questions. Basically, they're the fast travel in the game. The Aetherites as you reach them. It costs you in-game money, but it's not too bad. Let's see here. What I should hit is the mailbox and claim all the crap I have from this game being ran so long in the past. And some people say I'm crazy. I'm going on a new character. It's like, you can play all the classes on one, yes, but sometimes it's fun to start over. And I'm not going to read these. These are just all thank you for playing, having all this crazy shit. Take all. Take all. Some of these are mounts and I won't even be able to use them yet. Armors for the Chocobo when I get that. It just means I'll have some cute stuff running around with me. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, all this effort and it's not really gonna... Well, all these are basically cosmetic armor. They're not... Some of them are slightly better than what you start with. But you level up so quick at the beginning, it's not funny anyway. And now to clear all those out. And now to start using all those to get those out of my inventory. Basically, it's just getting stuff out of my inventory. Like I said, this is all cosmetics that pretty much unlock. That I have some free fast travel tickets, but that's about it. The reason I'm not clicking that potion up there is that allows me to pretty much run character creation again for appearance change, but you also get one of those when you beat the end of the base game, so it's not a big deal. But I'm gonna no. It put me in mostly the Leon garb, which is fine. I'd rather the Baron Circlet, if anything, with that. And honestly, for now, that's not too bad. That's kind of cute. I can live with that. I gotta get to the markets, and I need to... What I'll be doing is these side missions, which are these. I'll be playing offline, which means I'll have some level ups that won't be seen. But that also helps me level up and get stuff going. Otherwise, just a general idea, you know? I know there's at least one more of those fast travel crystals up here. That's the other thing, if you tag all the travel crystals in a city, you then get portals to the gates, or fast travels from these to the gates. Which makes it a little easier sometimes. But yeah, part of it with this game is I've always found the music so relaxing. And I say that for when Jay reviews this because I know he don't leave music on. Yes, Jay Meadow, I'm talking to you. What the hell? Sorry, I'm hearing something I shouldn't be. Okay, that was weird. Okay, not a big deal. Tell me, are you new to the thrills of combat? Take your place in these hallowed halls. You must be willing to undergo the most vigorous training. Yeah, basically, ready to get your butt handed to you. It's not a bad dialogue, it's just some of them are pretty tedious. Yes, I want to join the Gladiators Guild. You really don't have a choice with the first one. Actually, what it is I'm hearing is from the damn game. It's the swing of the people training behind. That's what I was hearing. God damn. It's not as bad in this game. The music changes when something aggroes. So it's not as bad. I heard, so you Spectre Starborn. Strong, good name. After Gladiators Guild, welcome you. I'm Milla, Guildmaster here. So you wish to study arts? I presume you have your reasons for choosing sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it's easiest to learn. Sword is a simple weapon, but wield blade well is anything but simple. Very Coliseum champion emerged from our ranks. There have been countless disappointments who failed to achieve greatness. Bear in mind before you answer me, Spectre. For I do not ask this question lightly. Do you have strength to live by the sword, and will be your fate die by it? Yeah. Honestly, that Baron headpiece works with the rest of it decently. Then welcome, Gladiator, to your new home. Let's not waste time. Let me gauge your aptitude with the sword. Try to get to Udal. You find Marmots, Hornets, Shrews, slay 3 of them each, and return here when finished. Simple test, but essential. True? And we'll be doing a quick run around in town to finish getting the stone fast travels, just to make it a little easier. I'm also popping up the map to make it easier for me to see. A very limited. Basically, there's coexisting creatures. You can find some loose links between certain titles, but not many. Like, you can actually link 1 and 9 together, of all things, if you know where to look. But basically, it's like they have had like crossover events with this between 15 and 11 online. And I think they had an event when 13 was having its sequels. I know like there's some late game content with the later expansions that include stuff from Nier Automata. To give an idea of how crazy some of it is. So they're, you might as well call them like the same parallel universe. Because like I said, some foes reoccur, like the Ifrit, Shiva, Bahamut. But it's not the same world. kind of like the Namco Bandai Tales games. Like Tales of the... I've played a lot of them. I have not beat them all. Basically, he's telling me about the shops down here and the market board and all that, and it's nice to know, but anybody who's played games knows, okay, there's shops. Not a big deal. Let's see, I've beat one, actual one. I've beat the NES 2, which didn't go through a lot. Well, it went through a lot, but it didn't get released in the US for years. What was known for 2 in the US was 4 in Japan. I did not beat 3 through 6. 4 actually has a sequel that was made in the last 15 years, which I never got through. The after years. I've beat 7, I've beat 8, I've beat 9, I beat 10 and 10-2, I beat 13 and 13-2. I have not beat Nightling Returns, I have not beat Crisis Core, which is the prequel to Final Fantasy XIV. I'm playing 14, 11 was online only. And I actually didn't get through all that. I do have a copy I could activate, but that is harder to play because of being an older title. I enjoy this one so much more. Let's see here, 15. I've gotten towards endgame content, but I haven't beat it. I beat some of the Crystal Chronicle games and Chocobo Tales stuff. Believe me, some of that's hard. Honestly, in ways, I would have to say 12 is one of the hardest. Partially because as a originally PS2 era game, it was not hard if you got sidetracked in side quests to go over 80 hours in game time. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust my command bar quick to make it more what I like. This all goes into personal preference. And otherwise, next to that, I would have to say it's actually 11. Because it was possible outside one of the starting cities in Final Fantasy XI Online to fish up Leviathan and get your head pretty much get destroyed. As a beginning fisherman. Believe me, that was not a fun discovery. I don't know if they've changed it since I had it happen, but I had it happen. But each game has its quirks and fun stuff to it, so. But that's a good thing with any game. Same as later, I'll have to watch out for red icons around the blue one next to their level. Because if it's the red icon, they'll aggro. That makes it so much fun. Thing is, if I grabbed the extra quests in town, I'd be level 3, 4, maybe even 5 by now in True. But that's kind of why I'm not doing all these side quests and wasting time too much, though. I'll do that offline. Off stream, and because yes, they're nice side stories, but they're not important to the main story. Because basically the way they did it is kind of your journey through. which makes it a little more interesting. Same as later, I'll get on one of the other household accounts or wait till somebody gets home to help me get this character into our, what they call guilds or clans in this game, free companies. I have one of those set up on this server, which it's pretty much private. It's basically so I don't get harassed. So when people go, hey, you want to join us? It's like I'm already in one. Yeah, it's a big place. Ain't that hard. And honestly, as you run through the game, you learn the towns pretty well. I'm not high enough level for it yet. Oh boy. Means I'll come back over here after I turn in the class quest. We'll see what happens. If I'm not quite level, I will start grabbing some of those quests to try to level up quick. Gladiators go. I'm going the right way. My issue with not taking all the quests is I have all these exclamation points all over the damn place on my maps that distract me. While I'm at it, I will get into the minion guide. What I'll do is I'll actually set this into my bar, so each day I'll summon a random pet. Oh, cute, I got Odin today. I'll grab one quest at a time to try to get a little more experience, because I know I didn't level up, so I know I don't have enough. It's a wash, because like I said, I like grabbing a bunch of quests and clearing them. Some people don't like touching the quests at all. Karen's is a misnomer, because yeah, there's guys that are so much worse. For people watching this, I worked fast food for 20 years, a good amount of it as management. I'll be honest, some of the women were crazy, but some of the men are worse. Because I've had people come back with espresso-based drink, going, it didn't taste right. Well, you drank the whole damn thing to the ice. It was an ice drink, and they left nothing in it. It's like, I'm sorry, I can't replace an empty drink. Basically, they wanted a refill. No, I know what you mean, though. And that was the sort of drink you gotta pay for a refill. Yeah, that even leveled me up. Oh, that's nice. At least not enough. Now, if I went out into the field, I could get the experience easily enough, just fighting. It's like, for example, one of the random storylines you can see, Bitter Snow, I remember his. Eyes of those of a man in love, wrought with worry and doubt. What could be keeping her? My beloved Yellow Moon and I promised to meet in this very spot, but 2 bells have passed and every word from her. God, I hope she's all right. I wish to go off and find her, but I simply cannot. What if she'd come in my absence? Please, could you search for her in my stead? She's probably somewhere near the Weaver's Guild. She's always enjoyed watching the... by God, you don't think she left me for someone more dapper? I try not to look like a bumpkin, but I'm no fat mind for fashion. Bad part is I've seen people in real life like that. I wish I was kidding. I gotta be good. Look at me, this hair, this outfit, they don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? I can't let Bitter Snow see me like this. Maybe that last drink was best after all. Oh no, perhaps the blue? Bitter Snow's waiting for me? But I haven't anything to wear. Thing is, anyone who's dealt with women know that's some men too, in truth. Not to be sexist. I've known people who've been like that. Something green, yeah, the research mission. This is weird. He's asking you to find out what color the next big outfit for the fashion debut should be. Some of these most popular color of I've seen color, well, all colors I remember, of course, but if I'm pressed, I'd have to say red. Can't wonder why he said red. Well, any color is perfectly fine for dress. You see anything as long as it comes off easily at the end of the night. Yeah. Perfect example of some of the innuendos they hide in these games. What color is fashion? I must say I'm back from Granani and turned verve to the verdant livery. Green, you bloody idiot. I'm willing to bet he's going to say red. Yeah, once you go black, you never go back. Yeah, talk about innuendos. Cordial Spider. Yellow, fire moon, and name of the first man. Yellow moon. Oh, yellow moon. Oh, my heart pines for you. Yeah. Crazy people. Never saw his white dresses in our Udon lady. Surely is most comfortable to wear under this murderous sun. I won't argue white would be good under the desert sun. Personally, I've always had a thing for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. What the? The Scottish wouldn't wear that drunk. Damn. Again, some of the random side quests have some fun little storyline. Yes, Crimson. There is. Tells me she's on my account, idling. Red, never as always. It's Udon, my good girl. Sun beats down on your back with fiery fists, and the sins and sands are hot and unforgiving and everywhere at once. We Udons live for our passions, and our lust for life is surpassed only by our lust for lust. There went the innuendos. Yeah, you're on behalf of the Weavers Guild. Otherwise, said you belong. What color is it then? Well, it sounds like you had 2 votes for red, 1 for green, yellow, white, black, and 1 abstain, 1 vote for a motley of red and green overlaid of purple and dark brown. No mean resounding victory, but I suppose red it shall be. I'll have some catalyst. Same for such occasion. Mark my words, I'm going to concoct the most vibrant red Uda has ever seen. It may look arcane and esoteric to the uninitiated, but it's grounded in naught but science and experimentation indeed. It does more to advance culture and civilization than nigh any other discipline. And we'll see if I'm lucky enough that actually completed the 4th story mission, so I can get unlocked. Basically, if part of what I'm trying not to do is over level the quest line too far. Yep, that's what I needed. Because it's so easy to out-level the main quest line. It's likely to happen no matter what I do, but... yeah, it's dangerous out there. Don't do it. I believe that's still central. Oh, we'll know pretty quick. But now you're going to see something a little different above some of these critters. These marks basically means I can kill so many and get bonus experience. They're basically training marks, kinda. I do agree with people. The wind up Odin is fun. It doesn't do any damage though. I'll go over to the snapping shrews, take care of those while I'm here too. And there's Papa Shan, so that works out. Now I'm debating on is whether or not I should be making armor for this character from one of my mains. Because I easily could armor and weapons. Yeah, he's saying there's much work to be done. We need help. Just basic disciple war at this point. Oh, that's believable. I'll look at actual... It's a debate if it's worth it at this point. I don't think it really is. It's worth picking the other things. Yeah, I can go back to my class and get to level 5. Yep, we gotta talk to the guardsmen. Check on them. Give them pretzels. I know that feels like an innuendo, but it's not. Yeah, excuse me. Take name the Twilight Princess Pop Jump by the gods forgive me. They did. No one says my nerves in a twist. I'm sorry that I'm not sure that the spectator is safe as long as I stay and watch. You can pop shine my thing. Tell him I only wish I could repay the favor. Yeah. I wish he was just the master of that area. I know what he really is. I'm just not going to spoil too much. He shows up in a cinematic later and saves your butt, to put it mildly. I see I'm having a little bit of artifacting in the stream, but again, I knew that was going to be unavoidable. This game is one of the hardest games to stream. Let's get to the last one. I like pretzel, my favorite. At least you got one that's all positive. It's like, thank you. Only sad part is there will never be a train that comes down these tracks. Cinematic end game. I don't remember even one ever coming through in a cinematic. You returned with a fewer festivals. I see you. How far are talking sworn centuries? Do you have anything to report? Nothing. Are you sure? Oh dear. Thank this for your troubles. Stay a moment. More I'd ask of you. That's a wash because yes, the sword would be useful now, but I know I get one from the class giver. reason I sent you to meet them. Yeah, I know. Somebody's in trouble. There's always someone in trouble. Young noble woman from very prestigious family. Yes, she's very high-ranking family. Run away from home and I ordered to see her safe return. Saw a swarm as met earlier. I was assisting in the search. It seemed they found no trace of her. Such as not being frankly from trouble must proceed with caution. Word of her disappearance spread. I fear others less honorable motives may join the hunt. In order to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. That cannot happen, Spectre. It must not. I need you to help me find her. Okay. Raise to 12. I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand and search the tunnel on its vast, and there's only so many of us. Young nobleman is Lady Lilira. I know Crimson will be criticizing how I said it, but it's not her real name. When I go south and look for an in this autumn tree. Good luck. Honestly, this is not going to be pretty with basically vanilla gear. Oh, shit. I honestly don't know if I can win this fight. Thinking about it. I'm going to try. I gotta try. Oh, boy. Not explain, this is major storyline at this point in the game. It's usually a sign you're in trouble. Look at Lalafell. It's Princess Zelda. Oh, Soften Tree. About instant battle. Yep, I know all about instant battles from main game. Caps at level 8. With base gear level 6. Oh boy. This ain't gonna be pretty. I have no upgraded gear.
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear. Show yourself.
As you command, O Lilira. Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I love his tones.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you.
And it's going to be an odd point to make it stall, but I just heard my beep for me checking something for our dinner. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that.
Ah, you must be the one that Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. the station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person.
Lee, no.
Alas, the station master will have to wait. Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
I always love that commentary. Please stay in harm's way. Well, it's an area effect. Okay. Can I say it's not a class I usually play? Yeah, this would be going a lot quicker if I had better gear. I'm waiting for them to come up because if I can attack them over here, I can keep hitting all of them. Oh shit, they didn't even try. Okay, next time I just stay aimed on him and do that. I still think my favorite introduction with one of this group comes from Gridania, the forest station. And I'm not going to spoil all that for everybody, because I'm not going to try to play through all three sides, different characters. It'd been cool if they all fell at once, but it didn't work out that way. This could have been rougher. Looks like I might need to balance the audio a little better. I'm not sure. I'll review the footage later. Those instances. But yeah, she's adorable. She doesn't look like she'd be the tank. No, I agree. Nice part is, most classes eventually get one of some form, but the damage over times in this game are very beneficial too, on the few classes that get them.
Hear, feel, think.
Boy, does she kind of blend in. things. You didn't really get to see what the mobs show for an AoE. It shows
Bearer.
where the attack will be. You can actually get out of the way in this game.
I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness
You're not wrong, Link.
dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. And shine thy light on all creation.
Like you said, when you talked to me, you didn't play much at all, so...
Ah, coming around now.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void sent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream. No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt. Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe? I shall return and tell them myself.
As you wish, your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
Yeah, the problem ends fairly quickly, thankfully. But like I said, I find the music in this game just relaxing because when nice part is that eventually you can unlock gathering classes for fishing, botany, mining. And basically in those forms, if you use the right abilities, you're basically untargetable by monsters. So you pretty much have the casual of the craft that you can unlock all the crafting classes on one character, unlike most games. You can technically unlock all the normal classes in the same characters too. So, thank the God you returned. You had us also worried. Do you realize what happened if a person of your noble stature were to be injured or worse? By our grace, the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subject, and her said they'd be weeping in the streets. I have already given you cause to weep, Papa Shan, and you and the people of Buddha. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It's not my place to make demands, my lady, I beg you, but please stay out of my harm's way. I apologize for calling you undue worries, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from traveling escorted in the future. I cannot thank you enough, Spectre. You fought bravely to protect Lady Ra from poison-sent fiends. I can certainly deserve all the riches of the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. Ah, a sarcastic man with strange contraptions strapped to his shoulder? Ah, you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities of the ether. I had to find the sound of his voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Spectre, you're just the sort of adventure we need around here. Pray you show the same kindness to the people of Tunnel as you did to us today. And I'll be going back and... well, once I get the next... well, this is where it's a wash for me, is I can go back, get the next class quest done for the Gladiator. Or I can continue the storyline. Yep, due for delivery of the mines. Yep, go get it for us. Blah, blah, blah. Again, there's some nice moments in some of these, but... my problem is I've played through it all before, not that long ago. Okay, in this case... it's actually safer to run it this route, I think. Honestly, nothing too drastic, because if you die, you get put back to wherever you have your bind point is, which you can change it to whatever major crystal you get to. But at this point... but really? No. Because even if you die in a proper multiplayer dungeon, you just get sent back to the beginning of the dungeon. You do have durability on your equipment that gets damaged a little more when you get knocked out. That's about it. And same as while I'm here, I will run a little further and hit that aetheryte crystal so I have that tagged, so I don't forget it. And this is more so I have the fast travel over here. Now I can actually access this, and I can literally teleport to either or. Basically, every one of those in the game will be listed in that menu. Which isn't a bad thing. At this point, with only 689 gil, that sounds like a lot of money. But I won't lie, before too long, with me clearing the side content off stream, I'll be rolling in a lot more than that. Especially if I start doing some of the crafting stuff. Yeah, Black Mountain's totally undermanned. Give us help. Yeah, this is the one I'm gonna have to... Ugh, I forgot about this mission set. I'm just thinking, it is worth, because of this mission, me going back to town, do the level 5 quest, because this mission's going to require... I remember this one, it requires me to have a certain level set of gear on every equip point. Of the, in other words, arms, legs, chest, head, boots. So rather than stress myself out with buying gear, I'll come back to town and take care of this little bit. Because honestly, I take care of most of those side quests, I could actually get all that gear up for tomorrow. But I do have a gladiator quest I can clear. That I may be changing where I have that Bluetooth dongle I have, because it's having little problems for the wireless gamepad. You and your sword have become better acquainted. Yeah. Commending opponent's intention. Yep. Because, yeah, you're meant to pretty much draw the aggro. You're the one that's supposed to get hit. And the fact that we have douchebags outside the bar causing trouble. I'll be honest, if I was skipping through most of this, I'd be a lot farther along, but... Now what's nice is if you're playing gamepad like I am, you can get into the emotes like this. Basically, in the case of the using Xbox gamepad, hit the X button after targeting them, emote. I just gotta find the right emote. There it is. Well, you blame me because this little shite shat its own pants will bugger me and I'm gonna bugger off too. Now what's nice about this now is if I go in here and go to history, it'll be the first one there. And ones that are used more commonly, you can select, or you like using favorite and have it. Well, I'll find somebody I can just target and do that quick, because like I know for some reason, for a lot of random missions, the Soothe is used a lot. Honestly, Doubt's used a lot. Beckon, another popular one. I hate the beckoning quest because you gotta go, come on, come on. No problem, Lee. No problem. If you have any questions, get a hold of me on Discord. Especially if you go to start, I want to make sure you get on the same data center we're on. That way we can actually play with each other. Because if you're on the wrong set, we can't. So that kind of matters a little bit. Yep, you take care. Again, it's preference. Is you can have multiple taskbars It's just all you, depending what you find more comfortable, and being able to lounge with the gamepad's kind of nice. What the hell's your problem? Maybe she likes her men rough. What's supposed to be bleeding laden? Yeah, don't spoil the mood. Yeah, you don't treat ladies like that. Then there's big douchebag in here. Just who the hell you think you speaking to? Megan, I'm Buffalo, the Driven, and me and my Blade Marauder have been reaving for so long, mothers scare their children with tales about us. Don't believe me, words that I'll let me axe do the talking. Oh, this is life leaving the quicksand. Are you two going to put on a show for us? What's this? Another goddamn full show some respect when you're talking to. Yeah, Puffro, the Driven, leader of Troopy of Blade Mummers and some such. Yeah, I heard you the first time. Your voice carries quite well. Yeah, unless you want me to split your skull with me axe, you better. That sort of gonna be frenzy, but sort of know what bloody else. It's you! You know, I've never been one to stand back and watch. Mind if I joined the fun? Begging your pardon, sir. Why do they always do that? Looks like it's just you and me. That Lamonzen was quite brave of you and quite foolish. I think I like you, Gladiator. Name's all this. I'll buy you a drink, but I'm afraid I just spent the last of my coin. Used to be a young gladiator like you back then, but that hardly concerns you. These days, I just explorer of the unexplored, seeker of the as of yet unknown experiences. A beautiful stranger keeping my bed warm right now. Gods, I've missed this city. Wonderful jewel desert of debauchery and sin. Now, if you excuse me. Yeah, I forgot Udog covered a lot of sex. Hey, Momoti. Sorry if I nerd out. Seen out it's in my own eyes. I wouldn't believe it was him. And everyone here thought he died years ago. Let's expect. Do me a favor. Don't tell Mila about me and all this. All right. Doesn't need this sort of drama. Why? Well, let's just say some folks ain't good for one another. Yeah, first hint. Bad things happen. Back to, whoops, again, I'm going to have to switch where I have that Bluetooth because it keeps glitching. At least I have the option where I can do that later. And I'll fix that problem for sure. Problem about having a desktop that does have built-in Bluetooth. Already heard of your exploits of Quicksand Spectre. Do well to send those Marauders packing. I wish I could say I heard we heard the last of them. Alas, I've received reports of exploding raiders, assaulting merchants, traveling through Scorpion Crossing. Seems words will not suffice after all. When you finish what you've begun, head to Western Tantalon and see Powerful with the Driven and all those who shared his crimes ever troubles people who die again. And in reality, if they were as experienced as they were saying, you'd be screwed. But she did specify Western, so time to go out the Western Gate. You get a little bit of experience for the mapping the realm. But overall, you basically got to enter the zone and you get it. And the higher level you are, you do get more for it. So it's not as bad as it could be. Like I said, I'm just trying to get a little bit of bonus experience. Because I don't want to try to over-level the main quest line, but I do want to try to keep up. I think I may be having to go and craft some gear on my other character, but on the other hand, that'll help that character's armor crafting skills, so that's not really a loss. Because that is one of my crafting classes on that character that's at a deficit. Nervous Merchant's the one I need to talk to for this. They tore me from my saddle, took everything, I'll bring my goods back to me, I beg of you. Yep. There's fates active out here. Okay, to explain what fates are, they're like limited time missions. They're generally useful for some good experience, but there's something that's worth it more later in the game when you get other bonus. There's other rewards you can get after you get to a certain point in storyline. So they're worth it a lot more than they are now. So the blue circle on the mini-map, I'm not going to be prioritizing in any way. I'm just going to keep going for my little battles here. I'll get that. Yep, that guy that was talking crap earlier. And I got an aggro from this mission, so I'm gonna be killing that dude, I guess. I'm sorry to say it, I should be having more trouble than I am with doing that. It's true. I don't want to have to clear this thing, but it keeps spawning like that on top of me. I don't like the choice. And again, like I said, it's not that it's not good experience. It's just not really a big deal for this level. I guess I'll clear this one so you guys can see what I'm talking about. What is eventually you can join the Guards of the Realm of the Kingdoms. And there are benefits to it, it's definitely worth doing. It's just at this point, this is just more tedium than it is beneficial. But there are some benefits even now because I get some more skill and experience from clearing this. So it's not a total waste of time. Oops. Where's the other one? I'll be honest, I'm also keeping an eye on the time because around 5 o'clock local time I need to stop. That's the nice part with me doing the stream. You can actually see my local time right now, ironically. I didn't have to do so. And I've got another one aggroing. Yep. I wish the wind-up pets could fight, but they don't. Yeah, like you're seeing here, I got a little bit of experience and go from it being a low-level one. It's negligible, but it's the harder and higher level it is, the more you get. Oops, I didn't mean to aggro him too. I guess I'll reduce my damage a little bit. My defense. Okay. And that finished the one for the Earth Sprite, so time to head back. I don't think there's really much I can do to clear that up for the next stream. All I could do is lower the full resolution and keep the bit rate up. I could always do that. Make sure the quality's there. And rather than wasting my fast travel, I'm just going to run back because I'm that close. And yes, there's several quests there I could do quickly. But again, they're not a big deal. I'm going to intentionally wait on them until I'm off stream. It just makes more sense. Yeah, honestly, I have more fun streaming this than I thought I would. Part of it is, well, it's fun seeing your character in the position of the cinematic that you're playing now, rather than memory. Yeah, some of it's like it's a little grainy on the graphic, but you gotta remember, this started out PS3 era. And then other equipment. This is why I didn't want to grab the other gear from the one quest, because it was just war, stuff with war like the eye patch. That is meant for the tank classes, basically. The rest of these are more generic. And I know I can craft those. Same as there's the level 5 sword I would have got from the one mission. So now what I will do quick is get my recommended gear on. Honestly, that don't look too bad right now. I'm not hating that. But yeah, I think for now, for the stream, that's going to be all, because I'm going to have to worry a little bit on getting some gear up, which I'm going to be switching to another character for that, and doing some crafting. But hopefully those of you who are watching it as a record, I hope you enjoy it. I hope those who were watching the stream enjoyed it. But for now, adios. See you next time. Bye-bye.